This Liberty Sports Update is brought to you by Beacon Credit Union.
Buck, I'll start with you. Your development this year, Coach Austin was in here earlier and said that you have paid the price in terms of preparation and making sure you knew what you were doing. How much has that changed this year for you and made you into a more confident and capable quarterback to where we see the stats reflect, what your talent level is?
Yeah, definitely. That was something in the quarterback room that we strived on to, always make sure that we're the most prepared group. That's what I took really to heart. Brandon, Landon, a bunch of the quarterbacks, really helped me with that too. They really stepped up and, made me watch film when times, I should be watching film. They communicated, so I think that all played a role. Like I said, Coach Austin and Coach Freeze really strived and, put that weight on me to, take that focus serious. And, I think just everybody on this team and the coaching staff just pushed me to, make sure I handle my business. And, I think I did a pretty good job with that this year.
You get to play in Orlando for your last game, not far from your hometown.
Mm-hmm.
How excited are you to be able to go back home, technically?
Yeah, that's a main goal. I didn't get any games in Florida all 4 years, so this is 3.5 hours away. I got a lot of family coming, so this is gonna be definitely a game to remember for me.
I know you guys are excited to be able to play in the game, but how important is it that you execute well and perhaps come out with a win also?
Yeah, definitely. We're excited that we at least got the chance to go to the bowl game, but now that we got accepted and we know that we're going to be there for sure, definitely want to come out with a win just for the program and, for us, first time ever going to a bowl game, we definitely want to come out with a win. So, that's just another chip on our shoulder that we haven't accomplished yet, but we're grinding really hard and working really hard to, accomplish that.
Question for both of you guys. What part of the entire process are you most looking forward to? Maybe putting the game aside, just all the bowl week festivities that you guys are going to be a part of. What are you most looking forward to kind of participating in?
There's a lot of cool stuff that goes on. Obviously, you get bowl gifts, and being in Orlando, going to be at Universal. But I think the one thing that's going to be fun is just enjoying the overall experience. Like, none of us have gotten to do this, so being the first time, I think it's going to be fun to just see everything that goes on during like a bowl game and a bowl week. And, they have a lot of activities planned for us. And I know the guys are excited about that because it's something we don't get to do and we've never done before. So I think just the overall process of just going to the bowl week and enjoying all the activities and gifts that they have for us will be pretty awesome.
Yeah, definitely. I feel it's one more game that we got gifted to us, so it's definitely a blessing. And then we get to go for, an extra 5 days and just enjoy the time down there in the sun in Orlando. So I think that'd be a great bonding moment for the team and, my last moment with all the guys. So I think that's a huge thing for me. Just spend as much time with the team as possible, just knowing that is my last one.
Buck, I've asked you before, but now you're a little closer to it. Have you gotten all the family tickets and everything like that lined up and taken care of? How much you got coming?
Yeah, they had to buy their tickets because they had a lot of people coming. So I think my dad's got about 20 tickets and my mom bought about 15, 10ish, and then I still have my 6 that I'm putting aside for my friends. So they bought their tickets. So probably like 35, 40 people.
Yeah, you guys have talked about this all year. This is what you want, and even back to last year. I mean, when the announcement came, you've been talking about wanting to go to a bowl game ever since the FBS announcement came, and now this was the last shot for both of you guys to be here at this spot. And Buck, I'll start with you. Then Zach, you can chime in too. But what does this really mean to you guys?
Yeah, it means a lot. Like I said before a couple of weeks ago. When I was coming here, this was the talk when we get this chance, if we get this chance, and then it finally happened. So, once I heard that we were going full FBS, I just I couldn't do anything my junior year, so it's kind of like, oh shoot, when it comes to senior year, we got to really make it count. So, it's just a lot of fun, and I'm blessed to do it with these guys and my teammates and the coaches. So, we really put the work in, and I'm glad it's paying off for us.
Yeah, I mean, one of the things is senior day that's kind of like your last ride, and a lot of guys. I know me and Buck were pretty emotional, and all the seniors were like excited, just knowing that this may be our last game. But it's kind of different now because we have an extra opportunity, and one of the things I think is awesome is the guys are taking advantage of it. Like they really want to. This is the last time we're ever going to get to play, and that's it. Or the seniors are, and that's a promise. And I think it's different now because we accomplished our goal, but I don't think any of the guys are satisfied because I think this is an important moment for our seniors and this football program and this university, not just to show up and say hey and show our faces, but to actually go out here and play like it's going to be our last game as seniors. And I think it's going to be exciting because we've talked about this for years, and I've talked about it even when I was coming here about going FBS and possibly going to a bowl game. And I think just to see all that come to fruition is exciting because this is not something all the teams in FBS get to do, and we've been afforded that opportunity, and I think the guys are excited to go out there and give the best.
For both of you guys, be a lot of pressure on the defense facing an offense that they haven't really seen all season long, the option. How much pressure does that put on you guys to really score a lot of points and help out the defense, knowing that they're going to be going up against something they haven't seen all year?
Yeah, definitely. Offensive side, we can't control how much points, the other team gets. We could only control how much we could put up, how much points we could put up. So, if we just go out there and do our job, and, execute and score, I believe that our defense, will get them off the field multiple times where we have, obviously end the game with more points.
Yeah, I think I don't worry about our defense because I know the coaches on the defensive side have got a good game plan and they got the guys ready. But I think as an offense, we shouldn't worry too much because our mentality is to go out and score every time. So it shouldn't matter what the other offense is doing. We trust our defense and we trust our team to go out there and do what we're supposed to do. And again, I know those coaches on the defensive side are getting those guys ready because I can see it in their preparation. And as offense, we just have to do our job. And I think if we play complementary football, we'll be all right. We won't have to worry about that.
In preparation, what have you guys seen on film about Georgia Southern's defense that you know they do well, and what things you guys will be able to attack?
Yeah, they're physical and big. They got a really good corner. He press mans you, gets in your chest, physical, can run with you toe to toe. So, we just got to be ready to play physical up front. I know them boys I know they're ready to get after and grind and get physical with them too. So I think if we just focus on, our stuff and not creating too many penalties, and we get yards on every time we touch the ball. So I think we'll be fine. We just gotta stay calm and do what our offense does, and that's move the ball down the field and just play up to their physicality.
Yeah, one of the things that's been nice about watching them on film is we've seen them play Maine, and we've also seen them play some other teams that they've mimicked our offense and have the same type of schemes. But like Buck said, they're physical up front, and we've played a lot of physical teams, and we played a lot of Power 5 teams this year. And I don't see there are some similarities, but obviously I think if we do what we're supposed to do, then we should handle our business and. We're going to go out and play confident, and I think that's just a testament to being with Coach Freeze. He's put a lot of confidence in our offense ever since he came back in Week 3 at Buffalo, and you can just start to see we've been clicking as an offense ever since. And I think it's just important that we just follow our scheme and just do what we're coached to do, and I think we're going to be perfectly fine.
Buck, Coach Austin talks about the importance of the RPOs in this game. With facing an odd front with the extra guys standing up out there, I mean, does that have an impact on you and making the right decisions, and how do you prepare for that?
Yeah, definitely. We played a couple teams already that kind of do the similar thing. So, just learning from those games and what to attack versus those certain stand-up guys, and it's just all about how they're gonna play and how he plays it. If they play the window, then obviously you got to hand the ball off. But we got different RPOs to attack their different coverages. So You know, if we get into the game and we see them doing something that, you know, we plan on, you know, trying to attack and they switch it up, we got different schemes and stuff to, you know, already, you know, mix it up on them, not give them the same looks and stuff. So I think, you know, the game plans hasn't really changed, and we're gonna just stick to what we've been doing all season.
For both of y'all, any other friends of yours on other teams that have been bowling before that you've talked to in the last week or so about not just going to a bowl, but when you get there, you got 4 days, focus-wise, some teams get off focus when you get there. Have you been any advice from those friends that have been through this?
I haven't really reached out to any, but I know a few that played in bowl games. But really, Coach Freeze, you know, he's been the one instilling all that stuff into us, just telling us his experience on bowl games, how you go out there and, you know, you're not focused because you're too busy worrying about having fun. Or he says some coaches, you know, really just grind people like all day, every day, just so they could get the bowl win, and they end up, you know, losing because they put in too much work and didn't really get enough time to relax. So, you know, Coach Freeze did a really good job to just give us the mindset of, you know, we're gonna go down there to have fun, but then at the same time, we know when it comes Thursday, Friday, Saturday, it's time to lock in and, you know, play football.
Yeah, I've talked to a couple guys that have been to a couple bowl games, and one of the biggest things is it's a balancing act. When you're supposed to have fun, and when it's time to practice and focus and do all those things, it makes it easier because you don't have to worry about having fun while you're at practice or focusing while you're, you know, doing a bowl activity. And again, I think it's a balancing act, and Coach Freeze has done a good job of making sure that we understand it's not going to be all focus and all play. It's going to be a balancing act of both, and I think it's just going to be important for guys to know when to have fun and to goof around and let loose, and then when we get to practice and we get to meetings and film, to actually just focus in, because again, this is an important game.